Good morning, dear children. So today we will discuss the three things in the chapter light. Number one is bioluminescence. Second one is the rectilinear propagation of light. Third one is incandescent sources of light and fluorescence and cold sources of light. So these three things we will discuss it today. So already we have started the chapter light. Hope you have understood in the last class whatever I have explained. I have explained you about the definition of light, the speed of the light and the sources of light. Okay, the two sources are there, man-made and the natural source, and also the point source and the external source of light. So these things I have discussed that. Now today we will come to the, let us discuss the first term here, bioluminescence. That means the word bio means living. Bio means living. So you study biology. Okay, the biology is one of the subject in science. So biology means you study only about the living things. So bio means living. Luminescence means which emits light, which have light. Okay, there are some creatures. Okay, as we know that natural source of light, sun, stars, all these are the natural source of light. Artificial source of light are also there, which we call it as a man-made. Okay, like bulb, electric bulb, candle, tube lights, okay, LED bulb, all these are also a source of light, which we call it as an artificial source. But there are some organisms also which can emit light. Apart from the candle, electric bulb, LED, star, sun, okay, etc. There are the organisms are also there. Many organisms are there which emits light from their body. And these are known as the bioluminescence. So this is the natural bioluminescence is the natural emissions of light from the organisms. We call it as a bioluminescence. And those organisms which emits light from their body, they are known as bioluminescent creatures. They are known as the bioluminescent creatures. Okay. So so many organisms are there. Examples: fireflies, glowworms are there, jellyfish, algae, fungi. Okay, so these organisms, they emit light from their body and they are known as the bioluminescence. Okay, and these organisms which they emit light. Okay, how do they emit light? Is they convert chemical energy present in their body into light energy. That means the chemical energy will be converted into light energy. Okay, and when they emit light, okay, when they emit light from the body, it becomes very helpful for these organisms to attract their prey and they attract their mates. Okay, prey means the food. Okay, like when these organisms will emit light from their body, okay, the prey gets attracted. Okay, the prey gets attracted because of the light, and they come very closer to them. When they come closer to them, it becomes very easy to catch. Okay, and to consume as a food. So therefore, these are very helpful. The light which has emitted from their body is very helpful for these organisms to attract the mates and the prey. Okay, so this is about the bioluminescence. Next one is the rectilinear. The meaning of the word rectilinear means to travel in a straight line. The meaning of term rectilinear is to travel in a straight line. So there is one experiment based on it. In a rectilinear propagation of light means light always travels in a straight line. Light does not travel in a zigzag way, nor they travel in a curved path. Okay, they always travel in a straight path or in a straight line. So this property we call it as a rectilinear propagation of light. So let us take an example. You can take an example of a cardboard, or you can take a very simple example. You take a long tube, a pipe. Okay, water pipe. You can take a long tube. Okay, and having a hole. Okay, a cylindrical pipe. You take it. On the one side, you light a candle. Okay, and from the other side, closing your one eye, with the other eye, you can just see through that long cylindrical pipe, you can see the burning candle on the other side. Okay, you can see the burning candle on the other side by closing one eye and looking through the hole in that pipe. You can see the burning candle on the other side. So how we are seeing that burning candle on the other side? Because the light is traveling in a straight line. So you can see the burning candle on the other side. Now what you do is that now you just turn the tube or the pipe. You just turn it before the pipe is straight, cylindrical. Now you bend the pipe. Either you bend downwards or you bend it upward. So after bending the pipe, okay, then again if you want and closing your one eye, and when you observe that burning candle, you won't be able to see that burning candle or the lighted candle you won't be able to see. So if the light could have been passed in a zigzag way, you could have been seeing the lighted or the burning candle from the same side which you are observing before. Now how comes that? Now as soon as you bend the tube, okay, the pipe, as soon as you bend it either upward or downwards, what will happen? The light will no longer travel in a straight line because you have bent the tube. When you have bent the tube in the downward direction, in the upward direction, so though the light is traveling in a straight line, okay, since the tube has been bent, you won't be able to see the lighted candle or the burning candle. So this experiment shows that rectilinear, the light travels in a straight line, and the rectilinear propagation of light. Again, another example. You take a cardboard, okay, 3 cardboard you take it. Cardboard in the sense, you can take the practical copy. We have got that science copy, no, the hard one, the outer part, cover. You make a hole. Take 3 cardboard. You make a hole at the center of the cardboard. That means the hole should be at the equidistant. That means the holes are not on one cardboard, little bit up, another cardboard down, another cardboard middle, not that way. So you just take a 3 cardboard, combine it, okay, and you just overlap that, okay, stack the cardboard, and from the middle of the cardboard you make a hole. That means the hole should be in the 3 cardboard, the hole should be at the same position. You make a hole. Then after that, what you do? You will keep a cardboard at equidistance. One cardboard you keep at the first, second cardboard you keep it at the middle, third cardboard you keep it at the other side. Okay, so that means you keep it horizontal like this. 1, 2, and 3. And one side you can keep a lighted candle with a burning candle. Okay. Now what happens is that now the hole should be, and the care should be taken that the hole of the 3 cardboard should be on the straight line. Okay. And what you do is that now from the other side, you will observe through that hole, you will observe the burning candle. You can see the burning candle on the other side of the cardboard. Okay. Now you remove one of the cardboard. Or what you can do is that you just change the position of the cardboard now. Okay, now they are not at the same distance. Now you take the cardboard little bit forward or little bit backward. Okay, but before that the 3 cardboards are on the same line. Remove one of the cardboard. Either you can remove one cardboard or you can just change the position of the cardboard. You can do anything. So once you remove the cardboard or change the position of the cardboard, again if you observe it from the other side, you won't be able to see the burning candle. So this experiment also shows that the light, since the light is traveling in a straight line, and if the holes which you have made in the cardboard are not at the same line or they are not at equidistant, therefore you won't be able to see the burning or the lighted candle. So this experiment, the second experiment also shows that light travels in a straight line, which we call it as a rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, so these are the points. Now let us come to the incandescent sources of light. Okay, incandescent sources of light. So there are many sources of light which produce light when they get heated. There are many sources of light which they produce light when they get heated. Okay, and this property in which the sources produce a light when they are heated, they are known as the incandescent source. That means the sources of light which emits light, which produce light, when the source gets heated, then they are known as the incandescent source of light. Example is electric bulb. When you light the electric bulb produces light, and at the same time the electric bulb will also get heated up. Okay, so this is about the incandescent sources of light. And there are some sources of light, okay, which they emit light, without the rise in temperature. Okay, without the rise in temperature, they emit light, but the temperature will not be able to rise. So that means these sources, they emit light by absorbing the light. I mean to say, these sources will emit light when they absorb light. But the first one, look at it. The first one, incandescent, means the sources of light which they emit light, okay, in which they will emit light when they get heated up. But here in the fluorescence or the core source of light, here the source doesn't get heated up. They emit light, but instead of heating the light, instead of emitting the heat, instead of giving out heat, they will absorb. Okay, they will absorb the light. Okay, now they are known as the incandescents, or also known as the core source of light. Why they are known as the core source of light? Means because this source of light, it doesn't become heated. That means they do not emit heat. They do not give out heat. Instead, they will absorb the heat. Example are some creatures are here, like fireflies, glowworms. Okay, though they emit light, okay, they give out light, but that light, the light which has been given by them will not be able to emit. That means they will absorb the light from them. So they are known as the fluorescence and the core source of light. So example of this core source of light are glowworms are here. Okay, fireflies are here. Also the neon signs are there. You can see the neon light. Okay, like in this one sodium, and other one is sodium vapor lamp. Okay, sodium vapor lamp, and even in a Cadbury, some sweets you take it. Okay, and in a sweets also during the night, okay, you can you see that some in a plastic container, some sort of tube is there, and inside the tube there is some jelly like things. Okay, and they will emit a light during the night. I think you can play that. Okay, you will play. Okay, and you become very happy when it emits light. Okay, so what are these? These are the core source of light. They are not emitting. That means they doesn't become heated themselves. Okay, that means they will not. That heat is not given out. Okay, but they will absorb it. Okay, so they are known as the fluorescence and the core sources of light. So these are the terms which are discussed today. In the next class, we will start with the other portion, that is the light rays and the pinhole camera. Thank you.